with me. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna flow, we're gonna chill out, and I'm gonna try not to talk too much, which I don't know if that's possible, but I'll try my best. Start in a child's pose. I'm gonna take a washcloth here for my forehead, just because God knows what's on my back. Big toes together. Knees open wide. Take your forehead down to your mat and just let it rest. Extend your arms out in front of you. And just take some big breaths here. Big, deep belly breaths. Inhale. When you exhale, give a little sigh. Might feel good to rock your forehead side to side, massaging out right between the eyebrows, where you might be carrying a little bit of tension. Feel if you are really tight in your hips, if you're gripping your glutes or your toes or your shoulders. Just try to see what you can do to just even 10% loosen up a little bit. You don't need to expect yourself to just automatically release. That's kind of crazy. But just give yourself maybe a goal of like halfway there. Maybe we'll release halfway by the end of this class. Now, if this feels amazing, you can totally stay here. Or if you want to take a little twist, you're going to take your right arm, you're going to weave it underneath your left arm and let your right shoulder come to rest into the mat, rolling onto the right side of the forehead. Just feeling a little twist, a little release for the right shoulder, for the right side of the neck. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale, really listen to that exhale. And then find your way back to center, and we'll twist to the other side. Left arm weaves underneath the right. Left shoulder comes to rest on the mat, and you roll to the left side of the forehead. So it's not a super deep twist, but it is a nice little release for the left shoulder, a little release for the left neck, left side of the neck. And you do have a little twisting going on, kind of a little gentle twist. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale yourself back to center. And then gently find your way up onto all fours. Knees coming underneath the hips. Hands coming underneath the shoulders. You're going to inhale, and as you do that, I want you to drop the belly. I want you to lift the gaze up to the ceiling, lift the sits bones, and really feel this big C-curve shape in the back body. Now on your exhale, press through the palms, lift the belly, spread the shoulder blades wide, and draw the chin toward the chest as the crown of the head and the pubic bone wrap towards each other. So you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, really open up through the whole front body, through the belly. And then as you exhale, reverse that. Press through the hands, around the spine, tuck the chin. Now you are welcome to keep going just like this. But maybe you want to give yourself a little bit of permission to play a little bit. Now I really like in this cow shape to swing my hips from side to side. That just feels really good for my side body. I'm sure it looks really good too. Not that it matters. And then whenever you find that rounded cat shape, it might feel good to kind of rock forward and back or take little circles around the wrist joints. Really play with it. Do what feels good for you. If you're doing this right before going to bed, maybe you want to take it a little slower. Start to lengthen out your breathing. If you're doing this after work because you had a day, maybe you want to take it a little faster. Get a little bit of that aggression out, right? One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Meet me back at center. Walk the hands forward. Just kidding, don't do that. Step the right foot forward. And come into a low lunge. Walk the hands up onto the right thigh. Draw this left hip bone forward as you pull the right heel back. And then from there, you can press the left hip forward even deeper, opening up to the front of the left quadricep. Now start by softening the shoulders here. And then if you're looking for a little bit of a neck release, go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. You're going to feel a big opening through the whole left side of the neck as you continue to press your left hip bone forward and open up through the left hip flexor and the psoas, quadricep. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let your fingertips float down to either side of the right foot. And then gently toe heel walk your right foot over to your left wrist, coming into a pigeon stretch. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, fold it forward. So that back left hip is drawing forward and down as you pull your right hip bone back. Now you can come as low as it feels good for you, but wherever you are, I want you to try to release the weight of your head down. So if that just means your head is hanging, great. If that means you can stack your fists and bring your forehead to rest on top of them, awesome. Or maybe you're able to bring your head all the way down to the mat. Wherever you are, see if you can just let the weight of your head go, let your shoulders soften, and then let all of your breath and your focus go to that outer right hip. Big inhale. Big exhale. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly walk yourself back up. Pressing back to all fours. And stepping the left foot forward between the hands. Walk the hands up to the top of the left thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs in. Pull the left heel back, and then from there, really press the right hip forward. And feel that big opening through the whole front of the right leg and right hip. If this is uncomfortable on your back knee, you can roll your mat up, or you can get a blanket or a pillow. You also are more than welcome to keep your fingertips down on the floor here. Now maybe you just want to stay right here, or if you did that neck stretch on the first side, go ahead and take your left ear to your left shoulder and really open up to the whole right side of the neck as you open up the right hip and the right quad. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Fingertips float down to either side of the left foot. Toe heel walk your left foot over to your right wrist and come into your pigeon on this left side. Inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, if it feels good to fold forward, do that. Left hip pulls back. Right hip draws forward. And again, find a place where you can really let the weight of your head go. If that means you grab a pillow and rest your head on that, that's a fantastic idea. 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Gently press yourself back up into your palms, and 1 more time, come to all fours. Knees are going to be under the hips. And I want you to walk your hands forward, keeping your hips lifted high, coming to your puppy dog pose. So the forehead melts down into the mat. The hips lift up towards the sky, and you're feeling your armpits melt down, opening up the shoulders and the upper back and the thoracic spine. The chest, the belly. Two more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. The last one. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly slither yourself forward onto your belly, coming into your Sphinx pose. The elbows are underneath the armpits. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, and press the pubic bone down. Now from here, I want you to lower yourself down and walk your arms out into a T shape or a cactus shape, depending on your space. Let your forehead come to the mat. Bend through the left knee. Take the left fingertips to the ground like a little tent. And then gently press yourself up and over onto your right side. So your left toes come back behind you. And you're feeling a nice big opening through the right side of the chest and the right shoulder. I'm rolling on to the right side of my head. And if you have that mobility and want to flatten your left foot down into the floor, you totally can. Two more big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Gently unravel yourself back to center. Left forearm comes down to that little goalpost position. Right fingertips come to the tent. Right knee bends, and you swing up and over onto your left side. Right toes can come behind you. Or if that's a little too much, you can always stack right leg on top of left. I guess I should have said that on the first slide. Sorry about that. You're just breathing here. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Roll yourself back onto the belly. Stack the hands and rest your forehead on top of them. Bend the knees. And then allow the legs to just windshield wiper back and forth, releasing the low back. As fast or as slow as you want, as many times as feels good for you. And then when you feel ready, we're going to take a belly down Shavasana. So, fancy way of saying you're going to lay on your belly. You're going to just let your legs be heavy. Let your arms be heavy, your shoulders, your face softens. And just now check in. Did you reach your goal of softening and releasing even just 10%, 20%? Doesn't have to be you got all the way there. It can be that you got part of the way there. And that's a huge success. One more big breath here. Exhale. And stay here as long as it feels good for you. If you are ready to move back into your day, crawl yourself up to a seated position and join me for a big inhale up. Exhale, let it go. I hope that felt great. I hope that you feel just a little bit less tense or less angry or whatever made you click play on this. I hope this helped. I will be back again next week with an all new Barre with Barre class. Have a great day.